Everyone, I'm going to continue the series of the great Sephardi Rabbanim, and today I'm going to concentrate, because it's a Hillula this week on the 29th of Sivan of Rabbi Machluf Alasry. Some people say it's Lasri, also is the family name, but a great Chacham from Moroccan origin. Originally, he was actually born back in the year around 1915 or something, and passed away in June 2001. So he passed away at around the age 86 years old, or so, maybe 87 or something like that. It was a very, very great rabbi. In fact, he came from a great lineage, 26 generations of great of Dorot, of great generations of Torah and everything else. He was a Mukubal, he was a Kabbalist, and he was also a very famous Schochet, and he dealt also within regards to amulets, which is also very, very interesting also. In fact, he had a close relationship with the Abba Sali and Rabbi Abuchatzirah, which I will elaborate on a bit more as we go on. He had the famous Rabbanim, the Abba Sali, the Abba Hakai, who I actually gave a shir about also, and the Babba also another Rabbi Abuchatzirah, who I've spoken about before. His father was Rabbi Moshe, and his mother was Masuda, also Rabbanit Masuda, and had left many different different descendants of great Rabbanim, including Rabbi Asher, Rabbi Yehuda, Rabbi Yosef Tzvi, and he actually would later on become the Rosh Rabbi, the head rabbi of Beit Shaen, a city in Israel, which a city will be named after him, and Beit Knesset called the Chesed LaAvram will be named after him also. So much can be said. So he was born back in the year 1915 and started learning at a very, very young age in Morocco. He was actually born in an area in Morocco called, in one of the main cities in Morocco, which was, I believe, it was called א-סוק over there. And he was born, and at the age of 16, he was left orphaned, and he actually went under the Baba Sali, under his teachings, and learned the Torah at a young age. And also, he had a strong kasher with Rabbi Yitzchak Abuchatzirah, who I've mentioned about before. For many years, he was learning under him. And Rabbi Machluf was someone that was studying the whole time, and actually traveled with the Abuchatzirah family, the Rabbi Abuchatzirah family, at a later stage. And later stage, he went from Morocco through France to go to Eretz Israel, and actually settled in the area of Beit Shaen. It's a city in Israel. In fact, also he learned during his learning times, while he was learning Torah, in the yeshiva of the Abi Yaakov. Abi Yaakov is named after one of the great Rabbi Abuchatzirahs, which I've also done a video on in the previous months, I believe, back in the month of Tevet. For Parnasah, he was an expert at Shechita. He was an expert Schochet also, and obviously was slaughtering all the chickens and everything else also. And then was the Rav of this city, which great city in Israel, which still has population nowadays of around 20,000 people. Nearly everyone is a Jewish inside this place, and he dealt with amulets, making amulets and writing it and everything else. He was an expert also at that, and very much recommend to watch the video of Rabbi Yehuda Fataya, who was also arguably the master of amulets during the 20th century. Also, he wrote two books, authored two colossal books over there. They had the names of the books was the Ta'amei Shechita and the Likutei Torah also. And he was the Rav of the city for many years of Beit Shaen, the Kir Ha'ir, as they call it. And he passed away on Chaf Tet Sivan back in the year 2001. So we're talking about his 22nd yahrzeit, 22nd Hillula. According to one opinion, he was 86. According to another opinion, he was 87 years old. And he was actually buried in Beit Shaen also. And had many people that attended the Levaya naturally. And as I said before, he had left four Rabbanim, four sons, also all Rabbanim. I repeat their names again. Obviously, they such great respect, such great Rabbanim: Rabbi Yehuda, Rabbi Yosef Yitzchak, Rabbi Moshe also, and Rabbi Asher also. And what's interesting is also the son actually became the head rabbi of the chief rabbi of Beit Shaen, I believe around 2 years after the passing of the great Chacham over here. And as I said before, inside this city itself, synagogues were named after him. The Chesed LaAvram, a very, very prestigious Sephardi synagogue, and a street also called, I believe, the Machluf Alasry synagogue also. And there's actually the family name Alasry is very prestigious in Israel. There's a lot of great rabbonim that have the last name Alasry also, great speakers there are in the country. He was a shliach tzibur also, was chazan. He was a expert at reading from the Torah. Also, was also sofer stam. Also, he was also a mohel. On top of it, he did circumcisions, brit milahs, and was darshan. He gave many lectures throughout his career. He was a very, very powerful speaker also, and he was head of ba'ads and everything else, and was a very, very strong Kabbalist also, and was a great rabbi